Hi. Hi everyone. Good evening guys. Good evening all of you. Everyone, how are you? Right. All of you had your snacks. Everyone had your snacks or not? Right. So this is steel quick revision will be continuing, you can say. Yeah, Sanjeev, hi. How are you? Right. The steel quick revision will be continuing, you can say. Right. So what is that we were discussing? Right, all of you. Welcome to Unacademy. Let's crack it. Right. Fine. Okay. So this is my profile. You can follow me at which, and what is the referral code you have to use? Right, RP Civil is the code you have to use. These are all GATE 2024 toppers, right? Those who are secured AR1 from Unacademy. No snacks. Okay, very good. All right. So today will be the last date for this offer, right? That flat 60% off on all the GATE subscriptions, you can say, and that too with Unacademy Assure, right? So if you are not getting any selection in 1 year, then they will be giving which one, this 1 year extension for your GATE subscription. Okay, if you are satisfying those conditions mentioned. Only times kana. Okay, very good. So here 12 months subscription if you are taking, that is 1 month extra, that is at 11,999 rupees. For 2027 if you are preparing for na, that 24 months if you are taking, that 1 month extra, this is 16,999, you can say. Right, only 3 times kana. Okay, very good. So what is that? RP Civil is the code you have to use. Now, so these are all the conditions you have to satisfy it when you are going for which one? This Unacademy Assure. Right, what is that referral code you have to use? Right, RP Civil is the code you have to use. Right, as na. So if you are not cleared by Amanda sir, and a Nirnay batch for this 2027 aspirants, right, it was started on which one? This is January 18th, right? General aptitude by Amanda sir only started, you can say. Okay, now this is UPPSC AE 2024, that Saflata Sutra batch was started on which one? This is January 7th, and from 21st January onwards, that a new subject was started in that batch, you can say. Right? These were the subjects started, you can say, right? So whenever you are enrolling for this, right, what is that referral code you have to use? Right, RP Civil. So these are all the features of this plus subscription, you can say. Right, now this is steel quick revision we have done now. Do you remember that? So this physical properties of the steel, types of the structural steel and their properties, right, advantages, disadvantages, various types of this standard steel sections, permissible stresses in the steel and types of these limit states we have seen, characteristic load and this characteristic strength we have seen, right? Do you remember all this, right? So this is uh, partial safety factors we are having now. These are your partial safety factors for this material strength, you can say, is now 11th point. Now this is your second lecture at this steel quick revision. What is it, you can say, for connections only. We'll be starting the connections in today's class, right? Those 11 points gets over now. Yes or no? Now this is your 12th point if you just observe, right? This is your which point if you just observe? This is your 12th point, you can say. Now whenever that load combinations, right, what is it, you can say? Partial safety factor. PSF is nothing but your partial safety factor for which one? This is forces, na? And gamma F is the symbol we are giving. And what is that load combinations we are having, right? What are the different load combinations we can say if you just observe? What are the different load combinations if you just observe? The first and foremost combination will be that dead load and this live load, na? So, no. Dead load and this live load, right? What is it, you can say? 1.5 times this dead load plus this live load, right? That is partial safety factor for this load, right? Second one, right, what is another combination we have to take it? This is your QD, na, that design load if you just observe, right? And the second one, right, what is that? Dead load and live load combination only will be there, or this dead load plus this live load plus this wind or this earthquake load also will be there, right? In that case, right, what is it we have to use? Tell me. 1.2 times what is it, you can say? That is your dead load plus this live load plus which one? This either you can use wind load or we can use that earthquake load, right? Both we don't use, right? Any one only we'll use, you can say, is not. Now what is that third condition if you just observe that QD did that design dead load plus this earthquake load or this wind load only we are using. You can say if you just observe, what is that? You can say if you just observe, that is your 1.5 into that dead load plus this, either it is a wind load or this earthquake load, or will be using which one, tell me? One more also will be using, right? What is that? 0.9 times this dead load plus this, right? What is it? You can say that is your 1.5 times this wind load or this earthquake load. Yes, now when we have to use this 0.9, tell me? So when we have to use this, right, this 0.9 we have to use, right, when? Tell me. This is used, right? This is used when, which one, tell me? Under which condition, tell me? When stability against overturning, okay? When stability against which one? This overturning, okay? Or either it can be the stability against those overturning or stress reversal is what? Critical, right? If any one of these two is critical now, right, we have to consider this, that a 0.9 value if you just observe, right? Is it clear now? Is now? Got it? So that is what we are seeing if you just observe, right? Is now coming to this, right, what is that next one, right, that real connections will be entering into if you just observe, right? Is now tell me, what is that so what is that if we just observe that rivets, shall we go for rivets and bolts together will be going for. So now what is that? Tell me that a nominal diameter of this rivet, nominal diameter of this, which one? This rivet, you can say. What is that? A nominal diameter of this rivet, right? That is your phi symbol we are giving, or this small d symbol we are giving, right? So that is equal to which one? Tell me. Yeah, actually whenever there is a stability against this overturning na, so what happens? Tell me if you just observe. These lateral loads are there if you just observe, right? Stability against the overturning is critical, means that lateral loads will be there as well as this vertical loads will be there, right? These two combinations we are having, right? Lateral as well as this vertical. So whenever these lateral loads are there, right, what these lateral loads will do? They will be resisting the vertical loads. These vertical loads will be resisting the lateral loads. So that what will happen, right? One will be helping the other differently, na? Yes or no? One will be applying resistance against the other, na? So when one is applying resistance against the other, right, in your what is it, you can say that irrigation or this hydrology, water resource engineering subject, if you just observe, water resource engineering or strength of materials, you can see what is that you are having. If you just remember direct and bending stresses of the strength of materials, or this one water resource engineering and geotechnical engineering, that retaining walls, if you just observe, that weight of this retaining wall will be creating that stability against the overturning. So that active earth pressure will be creating which one? Overturning. But that weight of this retaining wall will be creating that opposite movement, is no resistance against the overturning it is creating, na? So whenever that vertical dead load is acting, right, dead load and this lateral loads are acting together, right, what happens? Tell me, one will be resisting the other, therefore the full effect we need to consider, or we need to reduce its effect? We need to reduce its effect, na? That is why we are reducing. Okay, understood? That's what the reason you're having. Okay. No. So this is a nominal diameter of this rivet. If you just observe it, what is it? A nominal diameter of this rivet, you can say that a nominal diameter of this rivet, that phi will be equal to, right, what is it? You can say 6.04 into that under root t. Okay. Or that phi will be equal to which one? This 1.91 into that root t, you can say, right? So here what is that? You can say that phi and this t are in which one? This is centimeters. And here when we have to use this, right, when this phi comma this t are in which one? This is millimeters, you can say. And what is that t? You can say if you just observe, t is nothing but your thickness of which member? Tell me if you just observe. Thickness of connecting members, no, Is it not that thickness of this connecting members if you just observe? Right, thickness of this connecting member or not, right? Isn't it? Now if you just observe it, what is that? You can say that is a nominal diameter of this rivet is nothing but you are simply that diameter of this, which one, tell me? Diameter of this shank before riveting or after riveting. Diameter of this shank before riveting process, right? Before riveting process, that original diameter will be something, right? When you are keeping in the holes, that holes diameter should be higher, no? Yes or no? No. What is that? You can see if you just observe that a grass, or you can also call it as which one, this effective diameter of this rivet. So what is the symbol we are using, right? That a DH will be following, right? DH or this D naught symbol will use, okay? Because to have the same symbols as that of your bolts and rivets, I am using the same symbol here. That is nothing but your, which one, tell me? That is nothing but your diameter of this rivet shank. Diameter of this rivet shank before riveting condition or after riveting condition, right? After that riveting condition is over, right? That is completely filled or not? So this is your, which one, this is shank, you consider it. This is your head you are having now. So that is your head, and this vertical portion will be shank, you can say length portion. Or you can also characterize which one, this is a diameter of this rivet hole na. So means completely we will be, right, rivet hole will be made up of little bit higher diameter. Then you keep the rivet, and already one hammer, one head is there. From the other side you will be doing that hammering after heating the rivet to the red hot conditions, right? First you heat the rivet to the red hot conditions, insert it in the hole, rivet hole. Then what you do? Hold it, provide support to the head already present, and you hammer it from the other side, right? Until that head is created and that hole is completely filled, right? When the hole is completely filled means that the length decreases and this diameter of this rivet increases now. So diameter of rivet increases means after riveting, diameter of rivet and diameter of rivet hole both will become same, you can say, if you just observe, right? Now how much we have to take it if you just observe that? That DH will be equal to, right, what is your concept? That is your 5 plus 1.5 millimeter, right? If that nominal diameter of this rivet is, which one, is up to 25 millimeters, you can say, is not? And that diameter of this hole we have to take it as which one, this 5 plus this 2.0. So means that clearance we have to make it as 2 millimeter for the holes, right? If that diameter of this rivet is greater than which one, this is 25 millimeters, you can say, right? Okay, I'm going back. आप नोटिंग कर रहे हैं क्या? Okay. Okay, note it, I'll wait, don't worry. Actually there is some delay of some 15 to 20 seconds or 10 to 15 seconds delay will be there, right? Okay, yeah, this is only short notes, you don't require anything else for the short notes. Just whatever I am taking in the quick revision, that is only short notes. Yeah, Tansi, good evening. Noted done? Right. So here, this is which point you can say, that is your 14th point. And now this will be your, which one you can say, that is your 15th point, you can say, if you just observe, right? Is now so here, whenever you are having this, right, that strength of, right, power driven rivets, right, what is it, you can say, rivet connections, if you just observe, right, what is the classification of these rivets? The rivets classification, if you just observe, what is that rivets classification, tell me? The rivets are classified as this one category, right? What is it, you can say, hot driven rivets, is na? One category will be that hot driven rivets. What is the meaning of this hot driven rivets, right? They will be heated to the red hot condition and they will be inserted into that hole na. So now what is that you can say cold driven rivets, right? What is that you can say second one is your cold driven rivets if you just observe, right? Now what is another category if you just observe workshop rivets, right? What is the meaning of this workshop rivets? So those riveting process is done in the workshop na. Next what is that you can say that is your field rivets, is na field rivets, right? Next what is another classification you can see if you just observe power driven rivets, right? What is the meaning of, so these are based on the riveting, so riveting activity location, right? Power driven rivets, right? What is the meaning of this power driven rivets and what is the meaning of this hand driven rivets? We will be using that machines for this power driven and we'll be using that, which one, tell me? Hand driven if you just observe, right? Is na? So that is what you are having. So now tell me among these, right, hot driven and this cold driven, right, which one is having that more strength? You can see if you just observe cold driven will be having which one is more strength na? Cold driven rivets will be having which one, this is more strength you can say. And in this workshop rivets and this field rivets, right, which one will be having that more strength? So workshop rivets will be having that more strength you can say if you just observe, right? In this power driven and this hand driven rivets, right, which one will be having that more strength? That power driven will be having that more strength, right? But for others we do not know how much more than the, so cold driven will be having how much more strength, the hot driven exactly we do not know. It is varying from different. So here workshop rivets are having how much strength higher than the field rivets, we do not know. But power driven rivets are having this 20% more strength than this, which one? Power driven rivets are having which one? This 20% more strength than this hand driven, right? That point you have to note it. Is not? That we know exactly, right? Power driven rivets will be having the 20% more strength than this hand driven rivets if you just observe, right? Is not? Now so there are different types of these rivet heads you are having, right? So do you have idea, right? What are the different types of these rivet heads? This type of this rivet head will be there na. So no, now that is called with which name, tell me? That is snap or this button head, okay? That is your snap or this, which one, this button type of this head, right? It looks like your button gundi only, no? Is that no? Now what is another one you can say if you just observe, right? Yeah, semi sphere, right? That semi spherical head will be there na. Is that no? Now what is this you can see if you just observe here, these dimensions if you consider, if you're observing here, right, what is that you can say this is your pan head na. So now this is a pan type you are having, you can say if you just observe, right? Next what else will be having if you just observe, like this we are having, this is your which one, this is a counter sunk, okay? It is sinking down and counter sunk, right? Means exactly opposite to that of your pan only na. Is that no? Right. Now here if you just observe, right, what is that you can say, this one, this is a counter sunk only, but what is that you can say, it is your round counter sunk, right? Isn't it? Understood now, right? What is that? This is your round counter sunk head, right? So there are other types of these heads also will be there, but okay, these are the most commonly most repeated heads you are having if you just observe, right? And what are these dimensions you can say? The dimensions will be, right, here this angle will be how much, right? These two are merging with each other na? So what is that angle? This is your 60-degree angle you are having if you just observe, right? So whenever this shank diameter is your 5 you can say, and what is this one you are having from here to here, it is your 1.5 times this 5, okay? Now this one also, right, what is there you can say, from here to here it will be your 1.5 times this 5 you can say, same we are maintaining, right? This is your phi shank diameter if you just observe, right? And what is this angle? This angle, this countersunk part is maintaining, that is same 60 degrees only it is maintaining now. So this is also that phi you are having. And what is that if you just observe? This bottom will be how much? That is your 1.6 times this phi if you just observe, right? It's not 1.6 times this phi you can say. And what is this height if you just observe? That is your 0.7 times this phi you can say, right? From here to here, right? What is your concept? That is your phi again, na? So because that is only continued, right? Now here also, right? What is your concept? Same. This is also, right? What is that? 1.6 times this phi. Means what is your phi you can say? That is your shank diameter, na? And what is this height you can say? That height will be that 0.75. Now if you remember this snap, you can get the dimensions of this pan now. If you remember that for countersunk, right, you can get it for this round countersunk also now, isn't it? Do you have any problem? Yes or no? Right? Okay, is that clear? These are the different types of these rivet heads we are having if you just observe. Is na? These are the different types of these rivet heads you are having, you can say if you just observe, right? Can you say? Is that clear? Tomorrow also we'll discuss about these connections only. Right, done? Shall I move forward? Right, these are the rivets classification or rivets types. Okay, shall we go for this next? Next, what is that you can say? That 17th point. Bolt types or this bolt classification you can say if you just observe, right? In bolts also will be having these types now. So in bolts also will be having these types or not, right? Yes, in bolts also will be having these types you can say if you just observe, right? What are these for these bolts you can say here? The first and foremost one is which one? This black or this unfinished bolts now. Black bolts, or you can also call it with which name? Tell me that unfinished bolts or not, right? Black or this unfinished bolts you can say, right? What are this black or this unfinished bolts if you just observe? These are given by which symbol? That M. Okay, they are designated as M, D by L you can say, right? What is it D by L if you just observe in case of these bolts here? So this is your shank na? Yes or no? That is your shank, right? That shank length will be taken as which symbol? That shank length will be given with L symbol, and this shank diameter is your D you can say if you just observe, right? Yes na? That shank diameter is which one? This L you can say if you just observe, right? Yes na? Those are your black bolts you are having na? Yes or no? These are recommended for which one? Tell me. These are recommended for this regular constructions you are having or not, right? These are recommended for this regular constructions you can say, right? Now second one, right? What is it you can say? Finished bolts na? These are your finished bolts you can say, right? What is that finished bolts, right? That same nomenclature will be having if you just observe, right? Next, what is another one if you just observe? High strength, right? What is it you can say? High strength friction grip bolts, HSFG, right? What is it you can say? That HSFG. These are your HSFG bolts, right? So the name itself is mentioned, right? Mentioned that, right? These are used for which one? Tell me. These are used for which one? These very high strength conditions, na? So no, these are used for this very high strength conditions and dynamic structures and impact loads and every fatigue load also, na? So no, that is what. Now if we just observe, what is there you can say if we just consider, right? Generally, what are these you are having if we just observe? What are these you are having if we just observe, right? That 4.6 grade, right? What is the meaning of this 4.6 grade if we just observe? 4.6 grade bolts means, right? What is it you can say? That is your 400 MPa will be, which one, tell me? That 400 MPa will be your ultimate tensile strength of this bolt. And what is that yield strength of this bolt you can say if we just observe? What is the yield strength of this bolt if we just observe? That is your 0.6 times which one, this 400, right? That is equal to 240 MPa will be the yield strength you are having if you just observe, right? Isn't it? So no, right? That is what we are having now. So no, right? So general for black or this, generally that black bolts will be of this which grade, tell me? That is your 4.6 and this which one, this 5 point, right? 4.6 grade generally will be using now, and slightly higher, okay? But generally that 4.6 will be using, right? Now 5.9 also will be using, right? Slightly higher means that 5.9 like that will be using, okay? Now, so here HSFG bolts, right? What is that HSFG bolts you are having if you just observe? That HSFG bolts will be that 10.9 S and this 12.9 S we are having, right? What is that 10.9 S if you just observe? 10.9 S is nothing but your 1000 MPa ultimate tensile strength, right? And what is that you can say 0.9 times this 1000, right? 900 MPa yield strength, right? This is 1200 MPa ultimate tensile strength, right? 108 MPa. What is it you can say? 108 MPa. That is your this one you can say. Is it clear? Melodic music. Good evening. Yeah. So like that we are having. So now what is another one if you just observe that diameter? What is that? These HSFG bolts, right? What is it you can say? HSFG bolts. These are available in which diameter you can say if you just observe? You are very new here. Okay, very good. Right. 16 millimeter to which one? This tell me that 36 millimeter you are having, right? Means that which grades you are having? That M16 you are having, M20 we are having, M24 we are having, and this M30 we are having if you just observe, right? Yes, na? So these are the different. So that 16 is nothing but your which one? This is diameter, na? That 16 is nothing but your which one? This is diameter, right? Whenever it is mentioned as this M20 bolts means that 20 will be the diameter of this bolt, right? Don't consider that M20 concrete, right? In that M20 concrete, that is different. Is na? Somehow you know Dadi. Very good. Right. So here, right. Right. Got it? Here if you just observe it, what is that diameter of this bolt hole if you just observe it? What is the diameter of this bolt you can say if you just observe? Nominal diameter of this bolt is nothing but, tell me. What is that nominal diameter of this bolt equal to? What is that? That is D is the symbol we are giving. That is equal to, what is it you can say? That is that a diameter of which one you can say? Diameter of this shank of this bolt, na? Yeah, Mani is famous as Dadi in Unacademy, right? Very old person in the Unacademy, right? She is there here in Unacademy since 900 years, right? And this is also equal to which one? Tell me that a gross diameter of this bolt also will be same, na? Gross diameter of this bolt also will be same only, right? Yes, na? So means what you can understand it, that a diameter of this bolt will be changing, or this diameter of this bolt will not be changing before bolting and after bolting. Before bolting and this after bolting, that diameter of this bolt will not be changing. You can see if you just observe, right? Diameter of this bolt will not be changing, you can say, right? Yes, na? Isn't it? Yeah. He is also chota bacha, chota bacha. Yeah, very chota bacha. Now here, yeah, yes, effective diameter, gross diameter, every diameter of this bolt is same only. Okay, but for the rivet it is different, na? For the bolt all will be same, you can say. Yes, na? Right. Now got it? Note this and tell me. Then I will be writing the 21st point, and then I will close after that. Or just I'll write the types of these bolted and these riveted connections, then I'll close. Okay. Noted? Done? Right. Now here if you just observe, what is the diameter of this bolt hole? What is the diameter of this bolt hole? Right. But now Debu and all these things, nobody is coming, na? Yes or no? Right. You know only Debu, or you are Debu? Right. So here, what is the diameter of this bolt hole if you just observe? Tell me, right, what is the diameter of this bolt hole if you just observe? Anyone? Yes, nominal, gross, effective diameter of this bolt are same if you just observe, right? That is absolutely which one? This is same, you can say, is na? That is absolutely which one? This is same, okay? There is no difference, right? There is no difference you are having, okay? Is it clear? Right? Now, so this diameter of this bolt hole is equal to that d plus 1 millimeter. That is equal to that d plus which one? This 2 millimeter. Now that is equal to that d plus which one? This 3 millimeter. You can say if we just observe, right? Yes, na? Now, no, it is not 1.5. 1, 2 and this 3, right? This is your bolt, na? Son, bolt. For bolt it is like that, right? What is it? You can say if that d is between which one? This 12 to 14 millimeter, okay? The diameter of this bolt is 12 to 14 millimeter, right? And when 2 millimeter clearance, right, if that diameter of this bolt will be from which one? This 16 to 24 millimeter, right? And when we have to use this third one, if the diameter of this bolt is greater than this 24 millimeter, right? Like that, understood? So that is different, right? For a rivets it is which one? 1.5 and this 2, that is for rivets only, but this is for these bolts, na? I'm writing two specifications at a time, right? Rivets and these bolts, right? All together we are writing, na? Isn't it? Rivets and these bolts we are writing, you can say we just observe, right? Isn't it? Comparative purpose, right? Next, what is the 22nd point? You can say what are these different types of which one? This riveted or this bolted connection, you can say. Concentric only, okay? So what is it if you just observe, right? Whenever it is there, na, right? It is your lap, right? It is your which one? This lap connection, na? Yes or no? Now what is the second type of this connection? We can say, if you just observe it, this is your butt joint, na? This is your butt joint, or not, right? This is your butt joint, you can say. And in this butt joint, right, what is it you are having, right? This is your one you are having. Now this is your which one, tell me? This is also that butt joint, right? But what is it you are having, right? Two cover plates are there, one at the top and one at the bottom. One at the top and this one at the bottom, if you just observe, right? Isn't it? So this is your lap wala, and this is your which one? This is single cover butt. This is your single cover butt wala joint, right? This is your which one? This is single cover, or it is your double cover butt, you can say. This is your that double cover butt, na? This is your double cover butt joint, you can say, if you just observe, right? Yes, na? So we'll stop with this. That is what we are having. Okay, but we have crossed so much of time, right? Is it clear now, everyone? So in the tomorrow's class, tomorrow also will be having that pictures and everything will be discussing in tomorrow's class. The specifications will be writing in the tomorrow's class. Okay, thank you. Any doubts, anyone? Anyone having any doubts, all of you?